Diane is a 60-year-old woman who actually has been working with JVS for many years. She currently works at Wayne State University, and she's been working there for over 20 years. Through JVS vocational program, Diane has been able to do many things in her life that one may not expect with somebody with a disability. My name is Lisa Forbes. I am Diane Bryant's niece, and I'm also her guardian and caregiver. Diane has the diagnosis of cerebral palsy. When I was younger, I found out from my grandmother that Diane had a lack of oxygen to the brain when she was born. Actually, she's very independent. She really just needs a little supervision. In the morning, she comes down ready for work. I usually leave before her, and then she leaves out. She knows how to lock up, and then she goes to the bus stop where she takes the bus independently to work every day and back home.
A little over 20 years ago, we needed some help taking care of the building, and so we partnered with JVS to have 4 employees come and work for us, and Diane was one of those 4. We couldn't take care of the building without her help, so we really value her and everything she does.
Traditionally, the job market for people with disabilities has been very poor. It's estimated that only about 12 to 14% of people with disabilities are employed. The programs at JVS help these individuals access the community and obtain employment.
Over the years, I've seen my aunt graduate. I've seen her as she worked through the workshop, and then through vocational services, she worked at various places with a job coach until she got to the place where she is now. One thing I will say about Diane, she does not give up.
When Diane first came to us, she didn't really have any work experience. She had recently graduated from special education, and she needed some extra support in helping her to find a job and find a way to get to the job.
JVS is, to me, awesome. I think JVS is a wonderful asset to the community. I'm very thankful for the opportunities that Diane has been able to partake in being a part of the JVS family.
My name's George Baldwin. I've been through JVS a number of times in my work experience, and it goes all the way back to the early 80s. I originally started teaching in Detroit. Because of the declining enrollment, they started laying teachers off. I ended up going through a lot of different struggles and trying to find where it was that I was going to go with my job life.
When the kids were growing up and George was at several different times unemployed, it was hard, very hard.
My wife and I have been married going on 53 years. We have 2 daughters, 2 grandchildren, and 3 granddogs.
We had moments where it was frightening when a job that looked like it was going to work and everything he'd been building up for it and looked like it was going to go, and then he was turned down. Those were difficult times.
George is a situation I commonly see today. Individuals that have started back on the career path, have had a difficult time re-engaging. We provided direction and assistance, and whether it was a year or 2 or whether it was 10 years later, found themselves back out on the streets again.
There's a few things that are very important that JVS helps you come across and find. That when you're in between positions, you want to find that you're not the only one, that you don't want to be caught, that you've got to get out of the house. But I also found on a personal level, you have to stay positive.
When the kids were growing up, they just accepted it. It wasn't scary for them because George showed no fear.
George's story, it's a situation where he succeeded through perseverance. He was able to get back on his feet, find direction, and through JVS, get back on track and resume his career.
I think that JVS, for the community and as a whole, it serves a very good purpose. And I can't emphasize enough that JVS was very important in so many respects in helping me get back into the work world and finding what I needed to find to be able to end up retiring.
My name is Tina Russis, and I'm a digital solutions specialist with Haibu. I'm a single mom. I have 3 children. Before diving into the work world, I was an at-home mom for 13 years, married, and supported a family-owned business as well. Went through a difficult divorce. It was a huge life change for me and my family, and found myself needing to get back into the work world. I didn't know if I was going to be able to keep my home, if I was going to have to uproot my kids. There was no money coming in, and I had a short amount of time to figure it out. Going through that divorce, it was scary because it's like, how do I go back to work, take care of 3 kids, and not disrupt what they knew? I made a promise to my kids at that time that I would not uproot them, that I would do everything in my power to keep them here, what they knew, what they loved, where they grew up. And so it was with every ounce of my being that I was going to do that and keep that promise.
Often when people come to JVS seeking our services, they've just experienced a life crisis. We help take them through the steps that they need to go to heal themselves, to move on, and then to see them flourish is just such a reward.
Watching my mom go through those things and realizing how strong she was kind of helped me move forward. She's definitely an inspiration.
So today, the load is a little lighter. It's not quite as hard. I get to go in on new businesses, and I get to see them grow, just like Home Sweet Tree today. They're a new business, and to watch them start and grow is what I love about what I do. I kept everything intact because of hard work, dedication, and I was blessed and grateful for all the people along the way. Friends, family, JVS was a huge part of that.